Hello, Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today, and I am using the new My Heart collection from Simple Stories to teach you how to make that particular scalloped heart. I'm calling it a love note that I've used 3 times on this layout. So following the tutorial, I will then show you the process video of how I applied or used those things, those goodies on a layout. So I have this die. It's a shape die from Scrapbook.com, and it is the DIY Pockets Scalloped Hearts. And so you can make 2 different size hearts. I am making the larger one. And so I'm running the 8.5 by, it is not 8.5 by 11, Susanna, the 6 by 8 paper pad pieces of the 6 by 8 paper pad through my manual die cut machine with the die in order to get layers for the heart. So the actual heart itself has some score lines. You can see there on that bottom piece, and that is what creates the pocket. And my intent had been to put letters in there, but then and on those letters, like little notes, I shouldn't say letters, notes in there. And those notes were going to hold just, little sentiments in there. And they would be great for Valentines. But the layout ended up being so busy that it really didn't need anything else. But I might still do it for another layout on a plainer background. So I have cut a couple of layers, as you can see, and so the black and white stripe is a separate piece, and so I cut out the flap from the original one, but I'm using the flap that is the black and white diagonal stripe there to create that pocket. So cool just as it is by itself, but I wanted to create a few more layers. So I'm going to run that through the die again, and that is going to be the top of the heart. And then I'm going to run that stripe through. Actually, I don't think I'm going to run that stripe through. So that stripe I'm just going to cut a piece off of, and I'm going to use some fringe scissors. But the cool thing about this is you can make the layers as big, as little, as tall, as colorful as you would like. And then there are so many great embellishments like the word stickers, the word phrases. I'm going to put a few of those. And then there's some tab stickers. I'm going to use those. So dress it up or down as much as you would like. And you have these fun little places where you could, if you wanted to, you could put letters. Like my original intent had been to put S and then an ampersand, an M for Suzanna and Michael. But like I said, I had enough letters on there because I'm going to do something else that I thought was pretty cool with the goodies that are available in this collection. So you can see I've got the fringe there. I'm going to score it down with my finger, the double-sided tape, so that I can attach that and then ruffle it up. I think with the fringe, you kind of have to ruffle it up a little bit in order for it to look like a fringe and not just, especially with the stripe that I've got there. So there is the stickers from the collection kit. You can buy those separately too. And then the sticker book. I am going to use quite a number of pieces from the sticker book to embellish the ones that I have already done. So I'll show you, I think I'm going to pull out a phrase, and then I think from the sticker book I'm going to go back to the sticker book, or I do later. So that is how you make the love notes or the little heart pockets. So now I want to frame my layout. I have done this previously, probably a really long time ago now, maybe 5, if not more years ago. It was when I was designing for Coco Daisy. I've done something similar to this. This is a great use of stash. I am not using stash, but you could find great use of your stash to create a border for your layout. So literally all I'm doing is I'm creating strips, and I don't want straight strips. I want just kind of not fussy cut strips, but just without worrying about a straight line strips. And I am going to put them all around the edge of the page here. And I want them to overlap, and I want them to be different heights so that you can see the more organic color distribution. Some are going to be long, some are going to be short, and that is just going to create a fun border and go with the stripes of the actual pockets in my layout there. So I am going to not show you the entire way around because you get the idea. Literally, I'm just gluing it down, cutting it, and then moving on to the next piece. I will go and stitch all the way around in black because I want to add a little bit more contrast to the page there. But isn't that a cool look? It's a nice frame for that white space that is in the center there that I am going to fill. I've been doing some pretty busy layouts lately, which is atypical of me, but sometimes the product is what speaks to me, and I kind of want to just go with that. So I used my just straight stitch all the way with black thread. So here I've pulled a bunch of phrases from the sticker book, and I really just want to use it as a background for this photo. This photo is of my husband and I at lunch on January 2nd. So Mia had to go back to school, which gave us the day to just do stuff together because neither of us had to go to work. So we went down to Carey Street and went to lunch. So I wanted to frame the photo. Because of the busy background, I wanted something to pop the photo a little bit against that busy background. And so I had thought that 4x6 pocket card would look good, or it's actually a 6x4 pocket card, but it covered up too much of the floral and also was busy, so too much busy. So I want to get all of these letters down exactly as they are here. Well, not exactly, but for the most part. And so I'm literally just going to peel the top third-ish half back and then attach that to the top half and then pull the backing paper away. And each line I'm going to repeat the same thing so that I have a fun, different, it's unique, right? Border. There are actually 2 pages of these cool phrases. You could just use them as they are, but I really liked them as part of a design element instead of as a title or as an actual word. And you can read the I love you. You can't really read any of the other things, but I'm not worried about that because, again, it was a design element more than it was that they were being used for what they said. So I will repeat that the whole way down, and again I will cut to the next part of this process video so you don't have to literally watch that happen. So I found some a 4x6 card and then some patterned paper that I'm going to back this photo with, but in the meantime I want to add a little bit more black. 2 of those hearts that I created, the pocket hearts, the love notes, have a lot of black in them. And then my husband's shirt is navy blue, which is very dark. And so I wanted to add a little bit more weight to the page. I also think that the black contrast tones down all of the color that's in the page. So you can see I used the stencil that comes with this collection, the Oh My Heart collection, and I just stenciled some black embossing paste through that stencil there, just in little bits and pieces. So I have these 3 hearts. I showed you how to make them in the intro to this video, and I am going to scatter those around the page. I hadn't originally intended on covering so much of the lettering on the left-hand side of the photo there. With the heart, I had actually hoped for it to be more into the white space, but at the same time, I wanted to preserve the white space. So you can see that that is going to cover up more than what I had originally intended. And that's the beauty about designing, is that, you know, you go in with a plan, but sometimes the product speaks to you or the format of the layout speaks to you, and the plan changes, and sometimes you just got to go with it. So I've cut that scalloped lace border into 2 different pieces, again for that little bit of black, and now I'm going to title the page with, so you can see I have the chipboard piece there and then just the sticker that says Heart Eyes, and so that is the title of the layout. It could have been the I love you at the top, but if I had used that as my title, it would have detracted from, you would have wanted to have read all of the other letters and words that you really can't read. So I popped the chipboard up on foam just for a little bit more dimension off the page, and then I'm going to just go in and put a few little more details in. That sticker says "You're still the one," and I am actually going to move that whole cluster where that red sticker is over on top of the black, just because it's a little too much black, and that tones that and evens that out a little bit. I'm also going to swap the heart that's on the top right with the heart on the top left. You'll see that in the close-ups again for a little bit more balance to the page. And you'll see how that makes sense when you look at the close-ups there. So filling in a few of the gaps that are in the page, and that, my friend, is going to wrap it up. So again, I am designing with this new collection from Simple Stories. It's called Oh My Heart. You can find it at both A Cherry on Top and a Scrapbook and Scrapbook.com. I will link you in the box down below to that. I will also link you to the shape dies that I used from Scrapbook.com that are super awesome. You could create so much with those dies, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. So enjoy the close-ups. Thanks for stopping in today. If you have any questions about my process video, please don't hesitate to leave them in the box down below. And I hope you have fun creating similar striped hearts like I have done here. Come back again soon. Take care.